Hi guys, it's Mark, and here's a afterthought review of the BZ-444 Pro. For those who've seen my video before, I had done some change. I went back to original piece, and I got other change on it, so I'm gonna tell you what I did, and all the cars running as well. So for those who remember in my other video, the rod end I had put the bolt-on rod end. Don't do that. You're gonna break the frame right here, right? So don't do that. So I put a new frame, of course. See those white spacer on the truck tower for the truck, back and front. I had to put those because with the carbon fiber truck tower here. So if you don't do that, there's not enough clearance with the stuff they give you, and they stick in, they block in there, and the truck can't work like it's supposed to work. So with those spacers, trucks work great. Those are spacers that I had from an old buggy somewhere. Try to remember, but anyway, any spacer wide enough is gonna work, right? So those were rod in. I went back to the original. They sucks. They pop up too easily, so they need to be changed. I'm gonna change them for another model that they are not gonna pop up well, they're gonna pop up if need to pop up, but they're not gonna be too loose like this one, pop up for nothing, right? So another part that sucks on this buggy is the front arm. They do sucks. I run this buggy on carpet track. Like the cornering on this buggy, like with this buggy, it's very good. The buggy is pretty stable on the track. The takeoff, the flying, the landing, everything's worked good, right? But this part here sucks. So what I'm gonna do, I say all the time, it's all about trying. For those who remember my other video, those hub in the back, they are from Exotech and for Team Durango, and I got them fit there and they work great, right? If you don't try, you never know. Some people's gonna say, it's never gonna fit. Yeah, did you try it? No. Well, then you don't know, right? So to solve that, I just bought this. It's a B-444.2. I got it roller for 120 bucks. I drive it today. The first two races were not that great, so I had to take this one for the third race, which I didn't finish because I broke the front arm, which was not that big of a hit, by the way. It was almost parallel to the border when I hit the border and it breaks. So I was looking at this one, right? And one part that was weak on the original kit was the front arm. So RPM made RPM front arm for this buggy. And I was looking at the length of those and the length of this, and it's pretty much the same. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna order a pair of those RPM front arm and try to fit it on this buggy. If it's work, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna let you know what I did to make it work and what you need to as well. So, because this buggy, all in all, it's fairly a nice buggy, seriously. Like I said, cornering good, stability on track is good, takeoff, flying, landing, everything's worked great on this buggy. I like it. I'm getting better and better, and the guy noticed it too. They told me I was doing really not too bad on the last race. If my arm didn't break, like it was pretty good. And but yeah, so I'm gonna try to fit that, and we're gonna see how it goes. Now, you just see this buggy, and I got this buggy. So people's gonna say, well, why is working on the BZ-444 Pro when you got a B-44.2 from Team Associated, right? Well, this one had some work to do on it, right? After the race, I stayed at the track. I worked with the endpoint at 2. It was oversteering so bad. So I had lots of adjustment. I worked with the adjustment on my Futaba 4 PLS. And finally, I got it to work great. I had to change tires. Of course, the tires I had with were like pretty bad actually. They were not carpet tires. So that didn't help either. But right now, it's great. I made only one more adjustment. Lower it down a little bit. So that's gonna be good. What I did too as well, they were too loose. Keep in mind I bought this used, so the hub were too loose. I put one more little shim on each side. The rod end, one of the other weakness of the this buggy was a rod end, right? If you look at all the other review from all the expert, I'm not an expert by the way, but I'm smart enough to realize the loose that was in the rod end, like it was like totally terrible. So I put some of my Schumacher rod end, and I removed pretty much the loose on everywhere on the wheel that was terrible. So that's good. And those rod end are from this Schumacher here, Cougar SV2, by the way. And I'm gonna have to change those in the front as well. I'm waiting them in the mail. So this one is gonna become my main buggy. I'm gonna buy a new body by the way to get painted to my colors. The guy at the club's doing it for 45 bucks, which is pretty good. And I'm gonna keep this one as backup buggy, a good backup buggy, and that's what I'm doing right now. I had this buggy way before I bought this one for a good deal. Alright, so I'm gonna finish it. It's a good project, but you need to keep in mind that if you want a BZ-444 Pro with all the updates possible on this buggy, you know, at the end of the day, it might be a price similar to a brand new B-44.3 because the B-44.2 is not made anymore, right? But you still have the parts online which share also with the B-44.3. So it's a good project for people who like to try stuff. I do like to try things. Like I said, the wheel hub are from Team Durango. They work great. I tried it. And I'm gonna try for those front arm to make the switch with the B-44.2 front arm when I got them by mail. At the end of the day, it's gonna be an awesome buggy. I just wish that, you know, you can buy a carbon fiber frame from Team C, but it's sold as 99 bucks. So it's a bit too expensive. The plastic frames work great right now, but I wish that HobbyKing do something about it. Get a carbon fiber or aluminum chassis, and that buggy, seriously, with a good chassis as this, or a Team Lucy or Team Durango, that buggy will be as competitive as any buggy. Well, right now, a good driver can win with this buggy. I have no doubt of it. But I'm not the top contender right now, right? I'm still learning. And also, if a part breaks on this that I don't have in stock, like it's happened for this one, right? I got all the parts in stock, but the only part I don't have in stock, which this one, break. So I'm still waiting in the mail for it. Awesome. So I was unable to race the two-wheel drive buggy today. And that is why I'm gonna keep this buggy as a great second buggy for four-wheel drive racing. And take this one as main buggy. So anyway, wait for the other video. When I got those front arm, I'm gonna give you the updates, what I did, and what you need to make them fit. And I'm gonna let you know as well after the driving how it went. On this, see you next time.